Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to have you. To all the new subscribers, thank you for joining me. My name's Gemma. My caravan is named Kevin, and it is a 1985 Windsor pop top that was renovated on the inside and original on the outside with a few minor bits and pieces that we've updated. And my dog Dougie. We're right now in the Snow Mountains National Park area, but we're actually in some free camping in the state forest so that we could have Dougie. So let's get started. Welcome back to the channel. So it's a new year, some new adventures as we explore more of Australia in our 1985 Windsor Pop Top caravan with Dougie the dog, who enjoys all of his travel adventures. We'll be showing you more amazing sights, some more great free campsites during this year. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you to all my subscribers, and I look forward to showing you more amazing sights around Australia. So we're at Windy Point camping area, guys. We can have dogs, you can camp, have caravans, there's toilets. So there's some really nice spots here to camp, and there's plenty of shade. There's also nice sunny spots right down by the dam. And there is a pit toilet here. It's nothing fancy, but still there is a pit toilet here, which is better than no toilet at all. But if you're self-contained, it's not really going to be an issue. So as we head down to the dam, I wanted to share a little bit of the history about it. So the dam was basically constructed, the main phase, between 1964 and 1968. But from early 1950s, the government was starting to buy all the homesteads around the area to get the dam free. But what I didn't know, which was really interesting, was that Blowering Dam is where the world record was in 1978. So I thought that was really, really fascinating. Now, this is a great place for fishing. You saw the guy with the boat. Bring your boats out here, canoeing. There, it's stocked with murray, cod, it's stocked with trout, it's stocked with lots of different fish. Ideal for fishing. We're going to drop a line in later, I think. So as you can see, the water level is quite low here at the dam. The water is actually used to irrigate downstream in the food areas along the Murrumbidgee. We'll look at that in a later episode. But we're going to continue our walk down and explore some more of Blowering Dam. And while we're doing that, I'm going to give you some specs about the dam itself. Well, after that nice walk down with Dougie, we're headed back up to our camping area to grab a bit of lunch, and then we're going to head off for a drive, and I'm going to show you more around the area of Blowering Dam. So while we're in the area of Blowering Dam, we're just going to take the car for a drive, and I'm going to show you some of the damage from the bushfires that came through the area, and we're just going to have a little bit of an explore in the car so you can see what the roads are like. Now, some of these roads are not suitable for caravans, but the main roads in and out that we've just come along are perfectly suitable. They're high quality fire trails that are used by loads and loads of people. The amount of caravans I've seen here is just amazing. So we've just pulled up so I can show you what's remaining of the state forest here after the bushfire. So you can see the devastation of all of these pine trees that are burnt. A lot of them have fallen over. They've cleared the way on the road, but it just was devastating what happened here. Okay, so we've just pulled over here because I wanted to show you this amazing view down to Blowering Dam before we head back down to the campsite. But this is just stunning, absolutely stunning. So we're at a high point here on the human hover walking track. So the human hover walking track does wander around through and around Blowering Dam before it heads up into the areas around Mount Kosciuszko. Anyway, we're heading back to the campsite now. Morning guys, so it's day 2 here at the Windy Point campsite at Blowering Dam, and I just wanted to actually show you around before it gets too hot, right down to the dam so you can have a look around. So Dougie and I are going to take you down there for a look around. So this morning guys, we had a mass exodus from our campsite at Windy Point near Blowering Dam, and so we've literally now got the entire campsite to ourselves. So one of the things I always find truly amazing about Blowering Dam is the fact that when the dam is down, you actually get to see all the old buildings that were here, the houses, what remains of them that were, I'll use the word drowned, underneath the dam when it was built. So there's one just over here that I'm going to show you. I don't like that, we'll do that again. So while I can't tell you guys what this building originally was, whether it was a house, whether it was a shed, what it actually was, but you can clearly see the remains of it that was destroyed and buried and how it was built. So a lot of rocks, would have been mud construction. You can see the old bricks there. And Dougie's having a good sniff at it. But this is really fascinating, and you don't often get to see it because it's not often that the dam is really, really low. But this would have been, at some point in time, somebody's house or something similar. And looking at where we are, they would have had a beautiful view of the river, because you can see there's other campers down there. I've just got to watch it. There are bits of broken glass around here, and I don't want Dougie to get his feet cut. Watch out, Dougie, there's bits of metal there too. Now, given that Blowering Dam and the Snowy Hydro system was actually constructed in the 1950s, it's highly likely that a lot of this stuff, these houses would have had power or similar, which is why we see all these metal pipeworks. Oh God! And there's more remains over here. And there's other puppies down there. Well, I hope you found that interesting, but it's time for us to head back up to the camping area so that we can grab some breakfast before we head off. I'm going to show you some interesting stuff with these instant breakfasts that we're cooking. So we're just enjoying this backcountry cuisine big breakfast. Now, I'm going to tell you now that it doesn't look very flash. So we've got the trannier out and we've just got a little fuel stove. So we're going to cook this, and we've got some juice and some water, because you just need to add water to it to basically make it up. Fairly straightforward process. So it's dehydrated, beautiful. It tastes beautiful, but let me tell you, it really looks like porridge. So we've also got the jet boil out here so I can have a nice cup of coffee. So I'm going to get this on now and then we're going to enjoy our breakfast. Okay, so that was really fantastic. As I said, it doesn't look flash, but geez, it tastes nice. And it's worth giving it a try. It's very simple. Anyway, Dougie has just spotted some kangaroos. Kangaroos, Dougie boy. Well, there's some kangaroos. There was some kangaroos there, Doug. This is one of the things I love about camping in the bush in Australia, is that unexpectedly you see the wildlife all over the place. So just over there in the distance is 2 kangaroos. Here he goes, he's just hopping away. He's going to wander up a little bit closer, not too close. We don't want to scare them away, and we also don't, if she's got a baby joey, we don't want her to throw her joey out. So, oh guys, if you can see the massive eagle that is just circling around there in the sky, but it's just stunning to watch. A wedge-tailed eagle circling in the sky up there, which is really amazing. Hello emu! There is an emu here, just down there. Well, just as we were leaving, going to pull over the car so we can check out these emus down here at Blowering Dam. And that is an emu just walking along, a wild emu, just prancing along there, having a great time. There he is, he's running. A running emu. Oh my goodness, keep going. That is so cool. Well, that was just the most amazing moment, seeing a wild emu. I've never seen a wild emu before, so only ever seen them in zoos and nature parks. But it's time to head off, and it's been a great time at Windy Point campsite, which is a free campsite. And I would highly recommend it to you guys, particularly those that have a dog, because it was just a great time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the River series as we explore Blowering Dam. In our next episode, we're going to be exploring some different rivers and seeing some different campsites. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.